Good afternoon, everybody. This is David from Right Line Trading. If you can hear me and see my screen, if you can type a Y in the question box. Thanks, Dean, Ray, Discard, everybody, James, Gary. All right, well, we're going to get started here in about a minute or two. Just wanted to make sure we had everything right so you guys can hear me and see my presentation. You're really going to like what you see, something different than what everybody else uses. So I'll be right back on in about 2 minutes. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to get started. My name is David. I'm with Frightline Trading, and we're going to be talking today about the money flow tracker trading software that uses mathematical modeling combined with artificial intelligence. And we've been featured on all these channels. So let's get started. First of all, we're going to do our disclaimer. All signals and trading opportunities, both orally and written or electronically, are disclosed to videos subscribers, education and demonstration purposes only. We take no responsibility for any participation of visitors or subscribers, the futures of Forex market, for any profits or loss that may occur. Everything we talk about is in this webinar is for educational purposes only. We're not giving any buy, sell, hold recommendations. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, let me introduce myself and who am I. My name's David Kushner. I've been trading the markets for over 20 plus years. I've traded stocks, options, futures. I've been trading futures and I have been trading futures for over 15 years. My background, I started my own auto parts business when I was 18 years old, and I had that business for 28 years before I sold it in 2005, and since then I've been trading full time. So, like most of you, probably have a whole shelf or hard drive full of indicators, trading systems that came with a lot of empty promises of helping me become a more profitable, more consistent trader. So when I was profitable before, but my consistency I wasn't happy with. So when I saw a webinar that Mark did about the money flow tracker system, I quickly realized that the methodology that he taught is not based around the same old indicators that everybody else teaches, but more based on mathematical modeling and triple screen analysis or triple screen assessment. And now that now I only trade with institutional money flow. And that's what the money flow tracker does. It helps you identify and trade in the direction of the institutions. Okay, so we trade only with institutional money flow. And it's made me more profitable, but much more consistent trader. So right now I'm running over a 70% win-loss rate. So I'm not going to tell you I'm running 90%, 100%, because that's just baloney. All right. So for those who stay around till the end of my presentation, which runs about 45 minutes to an hour, we're going to have, I really push them to really give a really special offer today. Okay. So let's get into the presentation and everything that really matters as far as making money and trading. So you need three things to create trading success. Number one, you need software. The software that will provide you with a competitive edge over all other traders. Now remember, we don't trade with all other traders. We're trading with institutional money flow. Okay, and that's number two. The edge is tracking the direction of money flow, institutional money flow, that is. And what that does, it keeps you out of choppy markets. When institutions are not trading, the markets are going to be choppy. And that's why most people lose money trading. And number four is the most important, etched in stone rules to follow. And this will eliminate discretionary trading. So I'm going to break down the system in detail. I'm just a regular trader, just like all you guys. I'm nobody super special. I follow the rules and we make money. And that's really the bottom line. So let me just show you a few trades that we have been taking. Okay, it works on stocks, options, Forex, futures. So here's a trade on AMC that we did 139%, on GME 188%. Here was a great trade we had on bonds. Okay, the 30-year bond. This trade was $1,281 on 41 ticks. More than paid for the software. Here's another trade that we did. 56 ticks on the euro at $12.50 a tick. All right. So I'm not going to go into all these charts and show you, oh, we made all this money. These are trade. I really want to get into the meat of the matter, because you know what? When I was sitting on the other side of this microphone, I want to know, how am I going to make money? How am I going to make money with your system? So it's likely you've been having a problem making money. So there's a couple things. You don't know how to minimize your risk and reward, post-entry management. You lack consistency. This was my problem. I lacked consistency. I mean, I was still making profit every day, but my consistency I wasn't happy with. And you trade with indicators that lag price. Okay, that is what most indicators do. And you lack a mathematical proven trading methodology. So my commitment to you is to bring this to an end and help you become a successful, consistent trader. This works on Forex, futures, stocks, pretty much any market that has volume. Okay, so why do most traders fail? Well, 95 to 98% of traders fail and go broke because they're using the same old stuff: price action, MACD, Elliott wave, Fibonacci, Gann theory. They're all using the same stuff, but nobody's making money. Okay, so I'll tell you a little bit about Mark, and then we'll go on. So Mark has 8+ years. This isn't right, it was longer. Years of study in the field of applied mathematics. He was a professor teaching it at a university, Jefferson University, as a matter of fact. And this has allowed him to engineer the software system, the money flow tracker, and the trading methodology that can radically change your trading performance and grow your trading account. So you have never seen a system like this in the past. It's totally unique. And we have over 500 traders in our trade rooms every morning trading shoulder to shoulder with us. Okay? So what does the market consist of? It consists of a lot of small traders, little marbles, and the one institutional trader. So do you want to follow the little marble traders, which are the retail traders, or do you want to follow the big kahuna here, the institutional trader, which are the ones that really move the market? Okay, you're trading with institutions, you're trading with the money flow that's moving the market. All right. So we know that markets go up, down, and sideways. So I'm going to talk about the money flow tracker. I'm going to break it down, and then we'll show you some trades and other things. All right. So there are three key metrics that determine money flow. Okay. So triple screen assessment of order flow. All right. Triple screen assessment of correlative markets and triple screen assessment of the Laguerre momentum. So we have triple screen assessment of everything to give you high probability trades and setups. So the triple screen method of data analysis is we start with our trading time frame is a 2-minute, and we go up times 3. So the next one is a 6-minute, and then the next one is an 18-minute. So this is your highest time frame, your mid time frame, and this is your trading time frame. And the same thing, we have different settings for range bars. We trade mostly Unirankos. So each market has a different bar size that have been proven and tested. So the money flow tracker system uses triple screen assessment of order flow. That's the first powerful force that moves price is order flow, not just regular order flow, but institutional order flow. When people say order flow, this is what they think of. They think of these candles with all these numbers all over the candles and this and that. And, it's very difficult to really determine it. It determined at the spur of the moment on a hard right edge what they really mean. Okay, we have a different way of showing this information, and we will get into that. Okay, so the order flow, basically, you have to have your 3 time frames in agreement for your order flow. Okay, so the order flow assessments looks at the delta of each candle and the 2 higher time frames. Okay, and it places these values into them using a 15-period SMA that is not a standard 15-period SMA. It has an algorithm built into it. Okay, so that's how these are shown with these colored bands on the bottom. The next thing that's the next most powerful force that moves price is the triple screen assessment of the Laguerre, which is the momentum. Without momentum, you have nothing. Okay, so our candles are Ranko bars. So Ranko bars can be very deceiving. Let me show you this chart really quickly, and I'll explain what you're looking at. So I should have had my charts on the rest all day, but I didn't. So anyways, the history of the wicks and the candles don't show up. It's a Ninja Trader thing, and it just doesn't allow the data to do. But you see these lines in the candle? These are the momentum. So when you see these lines pulling back inside the candle, these are not good momentum candles. You want to see little wicks, like this candle closed here, it opened here. This is a 4, 10, 20 Renko. So it goes up 4 ticks, and then the 5th tick, it creates another candle. But you can see that this is a short wick, so this didn't pull back. But look at this one. This one did pull back. And the outline of the candle is our money flow. That's where we talk our money flow. So I just wanted to do that to show you the wicks here would make this slide a little bit easier to interpret. Okay, and the same thing here. We use these indicators. Okay, so this is our modified Laguerre oscillator. This oscillator is not used for measuring divergence like other oscillators do. They smooth out price and determine the strength of the trend. Okay, and we'll get into it a little bit more. So obviously, when these have all pointed up, we have momentum on our triple screen assessment. And when both Ks are percent Ks are sloping up, basically it's the same thing. It measures the momentum of each candle and the two higher time frames. Okay, so this is our modified Laguerre, multiple time frame Laguerre. This is looking at all the time frames, the triple screen assessment, and they all have to be in agreement. So the acceleration dots. So when the modified Laguerre on the bottom, basically what this is modified Laguerre signal is showing us is that when this line crosses over 80, you'll get green here. When it pins to 100, you get our acceleration dots. When it's going down, it'll be orange. When it's sloping up, it'll be green until it crosses over 80 or below 20. All right, so let's talk about the quant. The quant line is our neural network, artificial intelligence, and it's the third most powerful force that moves price. What the quant does, it examines 28 market components, and they're examined by the artificial intelligence system for correlation. So here's the euro. So the euro's going up. Great, you're trading the euro, but you really want to know that you want the euro to be going up. You want the pound to be going up. You want the yen to be going up. You want the Australian dollar to be going up. You want all these markets to be going up at the same time for its correlation. You know the old saying, rising tide floats all boats? Well, this is what happens. When all the indexes are moving in one direction or the other, that is very powerful stuff. Okay? So what we did was we decided, you know what? We don't want just triple screen assessment. We want quadruple screen assessment. We want as much in our favor as possible. We want the trend to be strong. So we have what we call our C2 indicator. And that adds another time frame of and we look at, and now we're looking, instead of a 3 time frame buy or sell, we're looking at a 4 time frame buy or sell. And the way the C2 is displayed on a chart is these stair-stepping lines. So we know that even though this is going up, we know that the 4th time frame is still in a downtrend. So they're displayed, you know, either in the red or, let's see, let me see if I can, okay, here's green, it's going up. It's just easier for me to show it on a chart than to try to explain it. Okay, next. So this is the triple screen assessment again. So I've had people say, man, it looks very complicated, and it's not. You know, let me tell you something. This system has probably been the easiest system for me to learn, the easiest system for me to trade. And if it doesn't meet all the criteria and the rules, we don't take it. We don't take the trade. There's no discretion. It's either yes or no. All right. So the money flow tracker software will give you clean and clear and exact entry prices, clear and exact exit signals, and we have predefined targets. All right, so I really appreciate you spending your time with me today. So I am going to teach you a breakout strategy that I've been trading with the money flow tracker for a while now. And everybody in my room knows the strategy, and we've had really great success with it. We sidestep a lot of losing trades, a lot of trades that we don't get fills on that end up would have been losing trades if we would have just taken them. And I call it the pull back and go. So I have a few examples. So I'm going to teach this to you. All right. So I don't even know what market this is, but here are pivots, and this shaded area is higher time frame support. Okay, off the other time frames. So this is the rule. You break a pivot. The candle has to, let me see, let me get a pen out here. This candle, it breaks the pivot. This is our candle that breaks by 3/4. The whole candle has to break by 3/4. This dashed line is the pivot. This is the higher time frame support. It breaks by 3/4. We get the pullback. We place our order one tick below that candle. And the premise, the thing that the reasoning behind it is that here are breakout traders, right? Well, a lot of times they'll get in when it breaks, they'll get a pullback to the breakout, to where it broke out from, and we'll stop them out. But it doesn't happen to us, because if this would have gone up instead of down, we would have never got filled. So we sidestep a losing trade. Let me show you a couple more. Let me do my, okay, let's do a couple more. Here's another one. Here's the pullback. This was on crude oil. Here's the pullback and go. And the way I look at this is that it pulls back. It's like a slingshot or a bow and arrow. If it's truly going to go up, it's going to break out. It's going to pull back, get all the breakout traders long, and go the other way. But if it's really truly going to break out on the pullback, it's going to go. Here's another one on gold, 36 ticks. Here's the pullback. Here's one on ZB. I don't have the wick, but I can see the little wick at the bottom of this candle. This is a $500 trade, 16 ticks at 31.25. Okay, so this was a trade that we took today on crude oil. I wanted to put this one in here. So look, here is the candle that broke out of this pivot, right? We waited for a pullback. We got the pullback. We placed our order one tick below this candle. We got filled. We hit 10 ticks on our first profit target, and then we got stopped out and break even on the second one. It's not about how much money we make. We just want to show you setups that work. Okay, and here's another one. This was today on YM. We sat around. Finally at 10:28, 10:29, we got to move up. Here's the breakout, 3/4 candle. Got the pullback, place our order one tick, buy on up close. We hit our profit target one, and then trailed up to here. I actually tightened my stop when I got to this resistance area, and it actually went up a little bit more. But still, it was a profitable trade. Here are some other trades that we've taken, not necessarily pullbacks and goes, but these are other trades that we have taken. Here's a trade on, oh, wait a minute, I'm gonna go back. Here's a trade on copper. Okay, Here's a trade on the Canadian. I don't know why these slides are like. Here's a trade on the Canadian. 2 trades on the Canadian. Let me see this. Go back here. Okay, so here's 2 trades on the Canadian. This is a break, pull back and go. This is just a regular trade because we had already cleared the pivot before we got the change in the colored background. So one thing I didn't mention is the colored background is when you get 3 time frames in agreement, you'll get either a green or a dark pink background. Here's a trade on gold. Here's a trade on natural gas. Here's a few other trades that we've taken on using options. Here's a great trade on crude oil for 118 ticks. Okay, I'm going to skip over that slide because it's not up to date. So we also have an auto trader that takes trades automatically. And it's tied to the rules. If it doesn't have everything in agreement, it won't take a trade. It also will never take a trade if it's within a certain amount of ticks of a pivot or a resistance area. It won't allow the trade to be taken. We only trade this on MNQ because the stops are pretty big. We're using a real large bar size, a 24, 60, 120, I believe. So the stops are like 140 ticks, and that's why we trade MNQ. Okay. This is 704 ticks. Here's a trade on MNQ, the auto trader, 665 ticks. We trade 4 contracts. Here's another trade on MNQ. Here was the entry. Here was the exit. The exit is on line change. So this 15 period moving average, the thin dot dash line, when that changes color, it will exit. So this was 658 ticks. Here's another trade on the auto trader for 519 ticks. This was a trade on the auto trader yesterday. Okay, this trade on the auto trader produced 528 ticks. And here are some equity curves using the auto trader. Here's one from a customer. Okay, so this is the most powerful software and trading methodology available to the small retail trader. Okay. I want to get into and show you a couple charts before at this point in the presentation. Let's look at CL just for the hell of it. Let's see. Okay, so we look for number 1, the C2. So here are the rules. Super simple, easy to trade. First, you need a dark pink or a green background. We don't trade white backgrounds. We don't trade cyan backgrounds. We don't trade tan backgrounds. We only trade green and dark pink. Why? Because those were when the triple screen assessment are all in agreement. The C2 brings in the 4th time frame. Right? These are the components. This is the VWAP. This is the 50 period EMA, but it's not a standard 50. The small line here is the 15. The thicker line is the trend line. These dashed lines are pivots. These colored shaded areas are higher time frame support and resistance, and that's it. Okay. I'm going to have to scroll forward to get the quants. Okay, let's do this. Let's look at, you know what? Moved really good today was ZB bonds. We missed a really nice trade on bonds today, this morning. Okay, so look at this trade on bonds. What do we have? Colored background, C2, green outline candles, order flow going up. Okay, positive delta in these candles, so it's going up. This is a nice trade. This trade, if you exited on color change, that's 21 ticks. That's 31.25 times 21. That's a $656 per contract trade. And that was this morning. We have the quants in agreement. The short term is the top one, the long term is the bottom. The multiple time frame of the gear is in agreement. The oscillator on the bottom is in agreement. The acceleration dots are there. We have everything here. It's that easy. It really is that easy. This trade here, we would never take. We're trading into a pivot. And it's a little bit into the move. This was a good trade. We had another trade here on bonds today at 10 o'clock. And this was around the time that Russia said that they were going to, because they were possibly going to use the nuclear thing. So yeah, that would spook the market, and bonds rose. Okay, so it's really that simple. Colored background, C2, green outline, trend line above the 15, acceleration dots, quants in agreement, multiple time frame of the gear, everything's lined up. Take the trade, one tick above here. Even if you exited on line change, that's still 6 ticks. That's like almost $200. Okay. All right. So here are some trades on the auto trader. This was today. No, this was yesterday. We took this trade. We made money on this trade. Biggest problem I have is I mess with it and I could have made a lot more. But look at, here's a trade on the auto trader. You know, when you get trades on the auto trader, here's a trade on the auto trader. This trade here went up a total of $55. That's 220 ticks. Look at this trade on the auto trader. This trade here, if you exited on line change, was $192, so 192 times 4. And all I do is click this button in the morning. Boop. And it enables the order trader, and the order trader will only take trades. It will only take trades that are set up, and it won't take a trade into a pivot. Okay. I have a few questions. Dave, I would tell why they see wicks on some charts, and because when I restarted my Ninja Trader this afternoon, it doesn't hold the wicks in the history, so it only shows the wicks from the time the chart's running. Salvair, contact Rory for that. Our losses, it all depends on the market. On ZB, we're using a 6-tick stop. On CL, we're using, I believe, a 12-tick stop. Okay, we don't trade ES in the room. All right, so let's keep on going. I want to share with you guys my results, trading results. I'm going to pull over this program that I use every day. I import my trades from NinjaTrader, and they go right here into my journal. Okay, let me show you what we've been doing for the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 months. So this is this week. Okay, this is today, 12/5. This was Monday, 12/5. We did $1,478. Yesterday, we were really patient. We didn't have any setups on any markets. The only thing that we made money yesterday was on the auto trader, $250. Today, we did $1,384. Look at our equity curve. Okay, I can't fudge these numbers because when I go into here and I import my trades, it imports my trades right from NinjaTrader. Okay, there's our equity curve, and we'll look at here. This is this week. So for this week or this month, really, because we've only had, we didn't trade on Friday. We didn't have a trade on Friday. We're running 88%. Okay. Overall, since we started using this back in June, we're running a 71% win rate. But look at our profit factor. We're almost at 2-to-1. All right. And here are our monthly reports that we do every month. And this shows us what we do on a weekly basis every week in the month. So look how we've gradually increased. October was our best month, $8,245. And here are all this every month. And this is what we did on a weekly basis. This is only 4 days. This is only 1 day in October. Okay. November was a little tougher, but we still managed to squeak out 3,700. And so far this month, we're up 3,000. So I just wanted to show the, what we've been doing, our trade results, our track record. All right. So let's see. So our benefits and features. First of all, it's very easy to learn. You get with the software, you get all the workspaces, you get everything you need, the bar sizes, you get all the ATMs and everything. It's great for beginners. You can trade any account size, trade futures, stocks, options. So what is trading success? Trading success is financial freedom. No financial pressure. You can work from home. You have no boss and you have no commute. Okay. So if you're not making money in these markets, or some days you make money and some days you lose money and you just can't gain traction in your account, you're probably just trading with retail traders. And what you really want to do is trade with institutional traders. And that's why our software is so unique, is because we trade with order flow of big institutional traders. So if you're not making money consistently, if you are making money consistently, keep doing what you're doing. But if you're not, which I would imagine most of you aren't, you have an opportunity to turn your trading around with the Money Flow Tracker software. And right out of the box, you'd be trading with the big institutions instead of giving your money to other small retail traders. So if you're not successful, it's not your fault. It's just that you're trading with the wrong set of tools. You can't pound a nail with a screwdriver. So I urge you to take action and start trading with institutional traders now. That's the key to it. First of all, the key to trading is patience. Patience. You can ask anybody in my trade room and they will tell you that I am probably one of the most disciplined, patient people. And yes, sometimes I'm too disciplined and too patient and I don't take a trade, but it's okay because there's always another one coming around the corner. I will never chase a trade. If the trade's already moved enough, I won't get in. Okay. So now you have two choices. Your first choice is to do nothing and continue on your current path, or your second choice is to take action and to join the thousands of traders who work, I wouldn't say 5 hours a week. I would say more like 15 hours a week. We trade like 3 hours a day. And you could trade from home. You have no boss and you have total financial freedom. So the money flow tracker system, here's what you get. You get the rapid results quick start guide. You get, this is the most valuable thing I find because when I have a problem with something, Sergio will get on my computer and help me fix it. Or if I have a question, their support is excellent. So the system, you get the tracker is $19.97. You get this market scanner, which I haven't gotten into yet. You get the quick start guide. And here's the biggest thing. You get lifetime upgrades. So you never have to pay us for again. So you get the support and you get online coaching sessions. All right. So what I did was, because I show a lot of the auto trader, which I believe is really a great, it's, some people say, oh, you're trading with a bot or an EA. Everybody used to call them EAs before. Because in the Forex market, it was like everything. I'm trading with this EA, with this bot and this and that. I'm making tons of money. And this week they made a bunch of money and the next week they lost it all. Okay. So what I was able to do, and let me just explain the market scanner here real quick. I use this all the time. Here's my market scanner. So like here, crude oil, we trade at 2,510. So if I have no markets that are either buys or sells or just flat, I don't need to look at them. On RTY and YM, we trade to 410.20. On ZB and ZN, we trade to 135. So if this says flat, I don't need to even look at that market. RTY right now is showing that it's in a sell condition. Well, yeah, because it is. Doesn't mean that I have a trade set up because we have a pivot here we're going into. Okay, so it doesn't mean I have a trade set up. It's just telling me, hey, you know what? We're in a sell condition. So the market scanner is $9.99. Okay, so you get the Mastercard series also with futures, forex, stocks, and options. This was a little study that this guy, Dr. Allen, did. He looked at a bunch of trade rooms and he determined that out of 225 trading websites and evaluated them using several factors, including their transparency, which Mark's really big on transparency, proven track record, and likelihood of them assisting traders with education, which is from Traders World, and Bright Line Trading came out on top. Okay, so let's get into what everybody's is wondering. What's it going to cost? Okay, so normally it's $29.97. They're giving a discount price of $14.97 per year. But wait, I was able to finagle, twist Mark and Rory's arm to do this. This is for the first 10 traders, or the offer expires at midnight. We're going to give you the Money Flow Tracker software with all the templates, all the ATMs for $9.97. We're going to give you a permanent license, so you own the software. We're going to give you free Did I say free upgrades? Free upgrades for life. Anytime they make any improvements or anything to the system, you'll get that for free. Most places, I just had a software that I use. I wanted to upgrade to the new version. They wanted to charge me $700. Okay? Free upgrade for life. And I was able to get them, since I show a lot of auto trades, to include for the first 10 traders, the auto trader included. And this offer expires at midnight. This is a lot more than I paid a lot more than this. Okay, I paid more than this. This is nothing. This is one trade. Today I did $1,400, paid for this easy in one trade. Some of the auto traders could pay for this in one trade on the auto trades. You're going to get 1 month of my trade room. We're not really doing the currencies right now, but you get all educational materials also. So what I would suggest, if you're interested, to put your name and your phone number in the questions box. Okay, Rory will only call you one time. You have no obligation to purchase. And we don't believe in calling people 3, 4, 5 times and trying to put the hard sell on them. We don't have to put the sell on. This software sells itself. Anybody that's bought this software from my trading room, from my webinars, usually end up in my trading room, have been doing phenomenal trading. One of my really good friends, I turned her on to trading with the money flow tracker. She was very inconsistent with what she was using before, and now she is knocking it out of the park. Okay. The cost of the trade room, I'm not really sure how much the trade room is individually. I know you get a month for the trade room, and I think he gives a discount for people that bought the software. But I would urge you, if you're anywhat interested, is to put your name and your phone number in the questions box, and Rory will call you, and he will answer any other questions you have. Okay? So these are my favorite slides. It's a well-known fact that 95 to 98% of day and swing traders are losing money. It's true. We were all there. I was there. I would imagine a lot of you were there. Okay? But not our traders. We take the money from retail traders and we take it out of the toilet. Why? Because we trade with institutional money flow. That's where it's at. That's what makes us so successful. That's what gave us these profits today. And I didn't want to make that. This is what gave us these profits today. This is today, 12.7. Okay. 1384. Monday, 1478. So we're up over $3,000 so far this week, and we're only into Wednesday. So if you want results like this, you know, I would suggest that you put your name and your phone number in the questions box. Talk to Rory about it. If you have any questions or anything else, you know, it would behoove you to do that. Trading with institutional money flow is where it's at. All right. So again, you're going to get the software for $9.97. And really, that's not a lot of money for what you're getting. A permanent license free upgrades for life, and the auto trader. The auto trader in itself is worth more than that. It really is. I mean, look, tell me that this trade here, here's a little trade we got today was 250. Here's a trade that was earlier in the morning. We didn't have it on, but this trade, the auto trader would have taken. So that's like 30, 120 ticks. This trade here, this is a huge trade. That's 132 times 4 is 528 times $2, let's say. That paid for your software right there. And the auto trader that paid for it. And you can see, I just happen to have exited the trade and not and intervened with the auto trader, and that's an issue that I have to work on. The best thing for me to do is when I have an auto trade going on is to minimize the chart and not look at it and just let the auto trader take care of it. Because MNQ, as you know, could go up 60 ticks in one way and drop 80 ticks in another. It can go up 60 ticks in a minute and drop 80 ticks in 30 seconds. So, but you can see here that the auto trader had some really nice trades. Here's one here. And all you do is turn it on and let it do its thing. And let it do its thing. So you're going to get the auto trader also. And you're going to get a month of the trade room, the market scanner, free upgrades for life. So we have six people already joined. You can trade this on the SPY. You can trade this on Apple. We have people that traded on stocks. We have templates for money. So here, let's see, templates, load. We have templates for all kinds of markets. We have templates for minute charts. Here are the Renko templates for all the markets here. So I'm telling you, I'm not the type of person that would promote something that I wasn't using or promote something that I didn't really truly think was of value. And why is that? Because I've been in your shoes. I've had a ton of empty promises. People saying that my software is the best if I do this and do this and that. You know what? I can tell you my software is the best too, but I am a trader and I've been a trader. And I've gone through all the things that a lot of people go through as far as Carol Farms just put a name in here. She says, I have the system and I love it. And she's attending my webinar. And she already has the system. The large green arrows and red arrows, well, in the auto trader, it shows you that everything's lined up and the auto trade would be taken. Okay. I don't have the arrows on all my other charts because I don't like having arrows. I see an arrow and it's like, it's a mental thing for me. I've been trading with this system now for quite a while, and it's really turned my trading around. So for $9.97, you're going to get the software, you get 2 licenses, you get free upgrades for life, and you get the auto trader. This is cheap. I think it's too cheap, to be honest with you, but we want to build our community. I mean, we have a lot of people trading with us, but so like I said, if you like or you have an interest, just put your name and your phone number in the questions box. We have it for NinjaTrader. We also have it for Thinkorswim. The Thinkorswim one is a little bit different. Basically it's the same software, except NinjaTrader doesn't have Renko bars. So NinjaTrader, we use it on minute charts. The account size really doesn't matter, Jack. I mean, you could trade as with little as $500 account, just trade micros. Just trade micros. You get your data through your broker. The markets I trade in my trade room. Okay, so I trade a bunch of markets. Why? Because some days gold's moving, some days crude oil's moving, some days RTY is moving, some days bonds are moving. You very rarely have a couple things moving at the same time. So we trade crude oil, we trade YM and RTY, we trade the 10-year note, the 30-year note, and gold. Okay, that's what we trade. So if all the software did was get you base hit trades every day, would it be worth it to you? If the software only enabled you to have a richer retirement and spend more time doing what you love, would it be worth it to you? And if the software was to cut your screen time down, would it be worth it to you? I do. I think it would be, because I use it all the time. This is a bunch of people. This woman here was a brand new trader. She never knew anything about trading. She saw the money flow tracker, she bought it, and now she is really doing well trading. She trades a lot of currencies, but she just is making an income. I'm not going to show these. Okay. So again, you do not need the kinetic required to trade the money flow tracker. Can you trade all time frames like daily? Can you use swing trades with it? Yeah, you can do all that. So let's say you wanted to trade crude oil. So let me just pull up a chart on crude oil. Just a plain chart. I'll do a plain chart. Okay. You want to trade this on, let's say, a 60-minute. Just do that. And you go to your template and you load your MTF 60-minute. And they come black backgrounds. I don't really like, but I changed all mine to white. Okay, there's your 60-minute. We have a template. If you want to trade a daily, you just have to change this to, I don't know if this might take a little while to load. But the answer to your question is yes. You can trade this on any time frame. Crude oil tanked in the last 2 days. Yep, crude oil's been going down. Let me show you where we would have gotten in. I know that daily chart is giving me a little bit of a I only load 3,000 bars, but let's see. Let me see something here real quick. CL, where's that other chart? That's that chart. Oh, There we go. That's it. I'm just going to delete this chart because it's not going to. Okay. I don't have. It's not going to go back far enough because I only load 3,000 bars. Otherwise, my charts sometimes take too long to load. But we traded crude oil yesterday. We traded crude oil today. So we don't use the dominator right now. Can all be done on one screen. Yeah. I mean, I only look at one chart. I mean, I do have my range charts up. I don't really look at them that much. But yeah, we only trade one chart because remember, we have the triple screen assessment is the colored background. So we already know that this is we're in a cell triple screen assessment. So the 3 time frames are all in cells. So we only really need to look at one chart. Okay, so listen, if you're interested or you're intrigued, just put your name and your phone number in the questions box. And, you can lock in your price. You can lock in this price by just putting your name and your phone number in the questions box. Yes, I do use the NDT. So the NDT is a execution platform that Right Line Trading has. So you could buy an up close, sell on down close on down close on up close. This is what we use for executing our trades. Do you need it? Not necessarily, but it's really good it makes things a lot easier. So this offer is good till midnight. Like I said, if you put your name and your phone number in the questions box, then you could lock in the price. Or if you here's the phone number for Right Line Trading also. But like I said, if you want to lock in this price and the auto trader, I mean, I can't believe everybody's not even jumping on this. I mean, we've had a bunch of people already buy or put their phone numbers in, but to get the auto trader for free, that's a hell of a deal. So Satbar, do you already have the software? Or did you put your name and your phone number in already? Okay. All right. Oh, you already have the software. Stuart, I have no idea what the upgrades are going to be for 2023, what new features are. I really can't see really many new features, because it works so good the way it is. Why mess with something that's working fine? Really, I mean, here's a trade on YM. I waited and I waited and I waited. This one I didn't take because I didn't get a pullback. But where is my trade on YM? This was a nice trade too, but we were done trading. We were done trading at 10:30. This was an awesome trade too that we missed because we weren't here. Here's a trade that I did take. Okay. I don't have the current ES chart open right now. Which ATM do I use on what? I use the ATMs that come with the software. I use the two contract ATM, YM-2C. That's what I use. So, all right. Well, if anybody would still like to put their name and their phone number, just putting your name and your phone number in the questions box, then at least it guarantee you to get that price on the software. Doesn't hurt, doesn't cost you anything. It really doesn't. So if you're making money trading and you're doing fine, then keep doing it. But if you're not and you'd like to start off 2023 profitable and continue profitable, you know, there are days we don't trade. I could show you last month, November. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I can show you last month, November. Look, we didn't trade this day. We didn't trade this day. We didn't trade this day. We didn't trade these days. Why? Because we didn't have any setups. Okay, so we didn't take trades. So what this software does, which no other software that I've ever used does, it won't let you trade. Okay, it won't let you trade if there is no trend. If there's no trend, it won't let you trade. You won't get a colored background. You won't have triple screen assessment. You won't have the C2. You won't have any trades. And that's what I love about it the most. Because when you have, let's say, let me see if I can find something here. Okay, for instance, well, this is just not, I don't have enough data on the, but when you have these white areas, or you have a lot of color changes like this, it won't let you trade. And on the other hand, when you get these higher time frame support and resistance areas, these areas are like, I'm amazed half the time, because most of the time they'll go right to it, to the tick, or maybe one tick below or a couple ticks here and there. But these, look, this went right up here to the tick and stopped. These pivots in the higher time frame support and resistance areas, never trade into them. We never trade into them because the chances are, okay, here's a really nice trade on YM at 1 o'clock this afternoon. We had everything lined up. We have a colored background. We have the C2. We have the acceleration dots. We have the quants. We have everything lined up here. Boom. Sell on down close. Right? Even if you exited on line change, that's 31 ticks. It's that easy. And then it retraced. It gave us another entry here. This is probably like maybe 20 ticks. Give us another entry there. But when you have white backgrounds like this, it means there's no trend. There's no triple screen assessment of the trend. And you want to trade with the trend. Okay. The link to purchase. Let's see. Let's see. Where's the chat? Okay, so if you look in the chat box, okay, if you go to the chat box here, you'll see the link. I can also put the link here, copy, and I'll put the link in the questions box also, and I'll send it to everyone. You might have to copy and paste it. Okay. Harold, he's sending it to you now. Harold, you live in Australia. We have a guy, James, is in my room. He's from Australia. Actually, we have people from all over the world. JLG, the link is in the, um, let's see. Okay. Austria. Okay. I'm sorry. Anyway, so the link is in the chat box. I also gave it to you. But you won't be sorry. And you know what? I will make a promise to everybody here that you come into my trading room, I will help you and do whatever I can to get you up to speed and running as quick as possible. I'm not in the trade room to call out trades. I do call out all my trades anyways, but my goal is not to buy you a fish, but to teach you to fish. That's where I'm at. And I guess I might be a lot different than other people that are involved with, in the trading community, uh, because I make my money from trading, and I've been in your shoes. Believe me, I've been in your shoes. It's so much phoniness out there, and for me to actually promote something and talk about something, I only do that if there's something I'm really passionate about and something that I know that works, because I would hate to somebody to buy something and say, well, this doesn't work. Well, if you're in my room and you're having problems, I want to know about it so that I can help you. Okay. My trade room, is this the David Chappelle? That's the comedian? I didn't think so. You probably get that all the time, right? We trade from 8 till like 10:30, 11. Yeah, you wish, right, David? You got a good first name, though. All right, everybody. I've been going on for a little over an hour, and I really appreciate, we're going to keep this offer up till midnight. Um, like I said, I really appreciate you being here 5 days a week. Yep, that's what we do. We're usually done by 11. So again, I appreciate you being here. I thank you for taking your time and listening to my presentation. And I hope to see you in my trade room. And if you do purchase the software, uh, you won't be sorry. You're welcome, everybody. Okay, David, we have a lot of Daves and Davids in the room. All right, Dave, he's going to join me tomorrow. All right, well, I look forward to it. I love trading. Trading, you know what? When you find something that works for you, and trading is kind of an individual thing, everybody has a different eye. Everybody looks at things a little differently. Um, but, the thing is that, when you have something that really works and you have confidence in it, I mean, when I get a setup and I just take the trade. And does every trade win? No. But I just take the trade because I have a lot of confidence in the software. And it really and for the last year that I've been using this software, everything's turned around. So you have David Chappelle, contact Rory. Harold, thank you. Welcome aboard. You know what? You won't be sorry. Yeah, just contact Rory and he'll take care of you because you already have the software. So, and if people that have the software want the auto trader, contact Rory and he will take good care of you. And if he doesn't, you let me know. So again, thank you for coming to the webinar. I appreciate you being here, and we'll see you in the trade room. And keep the link because the offer is good till midnight. Have a good night. Take care and be safe. Bye. Yeah, Rory is good.